Welcome students. In today's class we will be looking into the second part of course of the First World War. So we have already seen a few points in our part 1 series, now to part 2. So here we have minor theatres of war in the Middle East. So minor means small. So where are the places in the Middle East where you have small fights is what we are going to learn here. Turkey also fought on the side of the Central Pass. So Turkey was on the side of the Central Pass. We already learnt what are the countries under Central Pass. So one among them is Germany. We know Austria, Hungary. So now we had Turkey also on the central sides of the Central Pass. Though Turkey met with initial success and the Allies suffered reverses. So during the beginning of the war, initially Turkey was only having success, she was winning, and the Allies on the other hand they were losing, particularly in which place? Mesopotamia and Gallipoli. But ultimately, that's towards the end of the war, ultimately Turkey was defeated. The Turks, they tried to attack Suez Canal but were repulsed. So the Turks, they attacked Suez Canal but they did not win. Britain attacked Turkey in Iraq and later in Palestine and Syria. So Britain, they attacked Turkey in 3 places. In Iraq they attacked, in Palestine they attacked, and also in Syria. In Arabia, taking advantage of the growing Arab nationalism, a revolt was engineered by a British agent. So in Arab, there was Arab nationalism. So we have already learned what nationalism is. Nationalism is having love for the country. So the Arabs were becoming too much in love for the country and they were organizing, and a revolt was put forward by the British agent. So Britain attacked Turkey directly. Now so Britain, she attacked Turkey directly and tried to capture Constantinople. Already we have seen that Turkey was reduced around the area of Constantinople. Now Britain is trying to take up even that. But the Turks put up a brave fight. But the Turks were able to put up a brave fight with Britain. In the Far East, China also joined the Allies. Now the new country which is joining the Allies, already we had 9, now we have China coming into the Allies. Japan was able to capture the province of Kyoto given by the Germans to China in the province of Shantak. So here what happened here is, we can see that Japan was able to capture the province of Kyoto. Kyoto was given by Germans to China. There was no war in the Far East. So in Far Eastern part of the country, we hadn't much war. Japan made use of the occasion. So in the Far East where not much of war was done, Japan made use of this occasion to threaten China into ceding. Ceding means handovering valuable concessions and privileges. So what happened is, Japan, she started to threaten China to give valuable priceless concessions and privileges. And then in the Balkans, the Austro-German army in coordination with Bulgaria crushed Serbia. So Austria and German, these two countries, Germany, both in coordination, joining together with Bulgaria, they were able to defeat or crush Serbia. Serbia, thus it came under German rule. So who took away Serbia now? German. Romania watched the course of the war. So Romania, initially we studied, it only had a small fight, and then now it is watching how the war is going on. And in August 1916, Romania joined the Allies group. Romania also passed under Austro-German occupation. That means Romania also came under the control of Austro-German occupation. That means Austro-Germany took away Romania also. Fate of colonies of Germany in Africa. So there were German colonies in Africa, and fate means we say Vidhi. So that is what we are going to learn right now. So the German colonies in Western and Eastern Africa were also attacked by the Allies. So German colonies, where were they? In the Western and Eastern Africa, they were attacked by the Allies. As these colonies were quite far from Germany. Why these colonies were attacked? Because they were far from Germany. So they could not receive any immediate help, and therefore they had to surrender to the Allies. Italy falls to Australian onslaught. Italy formally joined the Allies in the war in May 1916. So Italy, it joined the Allies, that's 9-country group, in May 1916. Italians were fighting with the Austrians and continued to sustain their resistance. So Italy was continuously fighting with the Austrians and they were resisting, they were opposing it. But when the Germans came to Austria's help, now who's coming to help Austria? Germans. When they came to help out Austria, Italians collapsed, they were defeated. Central Power victories. The Central Powers successfully occupied Belgium and a part of France in the northeast, Poland, Serbia and Romania. So Central Powers, they were able to take away Belgium, part of France, where in northeast, Poland part, Serbia and Romania. The epicenter of the struggle was the Western Front and the seas. Epicenter means the center, the main struggle of this war was in the Western Front and in the sea. So through sea. As the Allies controlled the sea route, so most of the Allied countries, they were controlled by the sea routes. They cut off, that means they stopped the supply of food and other material reaching the Central Powers. So the sea route was controlled by the Allies. So it was able to control materials and foods going to the Central Powers. In Germany and Austria, women and children suffered from hunger and privation. Privation is hardships. Okay. So in Germany and Austria, women and children, because no food was going there, no materials were going there, they had to suffer hunger and privation. Germany attacked England by air. So Germany was irritated. Now what she did is she went and attacked England, that's Britain, by air. Bombs were thrown on London and places where there were major factories. So she threw bombs over London and places where there were major means too many factories. Later aeroplanes were used for targeting civilian population. So the normal people, to fight the normal people, what happened? They used aeroplanes later. That means after a few days they started fighting with aeroplanes. So far it was sea fight, now it became an air fight. The Germans introduced poison gas and soon both sides resorted to its use. So Germans now, they introduced poison gas and both sides. So German as well as the other part, they started to use it both the ways. Naval battles and America's entry into the war. In 1916, a naval battle of Jutland, this is very important, had taken place in the North Sea. In which year? In 1916. The British won the battle. So who won the battle of Jutland? The British. Therefore, Germany started their submarine warfare and their cruisers went roaming about interfering with the shipping of the Allies. So therefore, Germany. So who won? We saw Britain won. Now Germany started to send submarine. Submarine is ships that fight below the sea level. So they started to send their submarine, their cruises, their ships. They went roaming. So these ships were roaming all over the sea. Where they were roaming, interfering. They were going in between with the ships of the Allies. So they wanted to go and fight with the Allies. One of these was the famous Emden. So, this is one of the ship name which is called Emden. This is Germany's ship actually, which bombarded Madras. So, Madras was bombarded by a ship called Emden. As a countermeasure, so why this happened is because as a countermeasure to the blockade the Germans proclaimed. So, the Germans, they said in January 1917, proclaimed means they were able to say strongly. In January 1917, what the Germans said was they would sink even neutral ships in certain waters. That means neutral ships means whether the ship is from the country which is involved in the fight, or even if the country is not involved in the fight, those ships also will be sunk. That means will be collapsed even in certain waters, This meant, what do I mean by this? This meant all ships in British waters. So, certain waters here refers to what waters? British waters, whether it is owned by countries involved in the war or not, whether the country is there in the war or whether the country is not there in the war, the ships would be targets. So, ships will be targeted for German submarines. Lusitania, an American ship, was torpedoed by a German submarine. So, an American ship which is called as Lusitania, it was torpedoed. So, torpedoed in the sense it was sunk. It was sunk by a German submarine. There was lot of resentment. Resentment is irritation. So, when this was going on, this irritated USA, America, and the President Wilson declared war against Germany. So, USA now, so far it was not taking part in the war, but this irritated because they were starting to fight using submarines. So, it declared war against Germany in April 1917. Now, America's entry with this enormous resources, enormous means huge resources. So, it was so good, America was so good with all its resources. It had air force, it had naval force, all forces were there, made Allied victory. So, remember America was on which side? Central power, or is it in the Allies power? It is in the Allies power, and it is having lot of resources. So, who is eventually going to win? It was supposed to have, the conclusion was that Allies were going to win. So, America's entry with its enormous resources made Allied victory. So, they were all in a decision that Allies will have a victory. So, that is what we learn from this. So, here German submarines, as I told you, what are submarines? These are ships that will fight from beneath the waters, were extremely effective. During March and April 1917, about 600 merchant ships were sunk. Sunk is the past tense of sink. Sink means collapsed. So, in water, when ship gets collapsed, we call it as sunk.